It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jags and the Chargers. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long offseason to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing.
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times, he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
That pickup, good for 29 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Once again, it's Etienne. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Davis going in motion. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Now he'll run. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a 1st down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. On 1st down, Lawrence. He's got it at the 3. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. They'll run it here with Etienne. He slams it in there, and he is in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
No gain on the play.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Jaguars on top, and we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Back deep for Jacksonville, that's Devin Duvernay. And a fair catch is taken and is just inside the 20-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Lawrence. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
1st down, Jaguars.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Now Etienne. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Open man is Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Jaguar 1st down.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. The look to run. It's Etienne. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Play action now. It's Herbert. Oh, the ball's out. And I think one of the Chargers was, yes, he was able to get his hands on it, and they retained possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Foye Oluokun.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. And they couldn't hope to ask for much more than this. It is 1st and goal from the 5. Now here's Lawrence. That is caught to the goal line and in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Jaguars offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with first and 10. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw. Lawrence. They'll try to hit him with a screen.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down, Jaguars.
Lawrence. Looking free downfield. It's Kirk. And he will go all the way. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense going to take over just before the half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. They'll send a tight end in motion right. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip of the year around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the Colts who were able to come away with the home victory. 14-10, the final. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. and they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Bryce Young, a touchdown pass in the victory. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
When we get a turnaround, let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense and Gus Edwards heading back on the field for the next drive. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And third down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. 1st and 10. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
3rd and 9. To throw is Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
The Chargers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. That is brought in. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to Edwards. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. Foye Aluakun with the play. Here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with Edwards. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Now Herbert. He's got his man complete to Johnson. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
Moving the tight end right. On the give, it's Edwards. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Throwing now is Herbert. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And he's in. Touchdown, Chargers.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Parker Washington. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jaguars offense make their way out to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's still on his feet. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Herbert. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert now on 1st down. And he can't hang hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Pistol here for Herbert. That'll be taken in by Edwards. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a third down and 4. On play action. Now Herbert. That is caught. He gets the hookup with Rice. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Throwing again, Herbert. Finding the tight end. Here's Will Dissly. And he's going to be taken down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little...
And he'll take it on in. Brendan Rice. Touchdown, L.A. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Chargers are able to edge a bit closer. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yardage. The Jags offense, and Trevor Lawrence set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Carry here for Etienne. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
We'll go back to Etienne on first down. And that one's going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Jaguars ready to punt this one away. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And he's going to have the Chargers first down as they wind up getting 13 on fourth down. Herbert to the air again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Herbert to the air again. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now Herbert again. This throw left side taken in by Johnson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Herbert. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
That's another Chargers first down.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Herbert to throw on second down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
Here we go. One final play. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Jaguars. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.